Barton FM, following Barton Town. Sport on Barton FM is sponsored by Easy Buy.
Welcome to Swans Talk with me, Richard Watts. We'll start by joining Trevor Richards down at Baysgarth School, talking to the Barton manager Nathan Jarman.
Odd interview.
Nah, sick of hearing Hull accents already.
Right, we're back down here at Baysgarth School with first team manager Barton Town, Nathan Jarman.
Hey Trev.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. First game of the season on Saturday.
Yeah.
Ace Albion Sports. What did you think of it?
Same as what I said to Aaron afterwards. I haven't really lightened up yet. I said to the lads we defended better than I gave them credit for after the game. I kind of said that there was not really anyone who could come out of any credit, but we defended really well, limited them to maybe one chance, I think. So yeah, people like Josh and Hottie defended really well. So yeah, it was just the other side of it where I felt we lacked a little bit the attacking impetus. So yeah, we've made steps this week to try and improve that.
So we still have a bit of a problem with scoring goals.
What do you mean still? Because we didn't really have a problem last season, did we?
We obviously had a lot of draws because we couldn't put away
a lot of draw. Yeah. But not how many 0-0s though.
I don't know.
You have to check. To check.
But I think I'd have to check. I think it's still obviously we had perhaps earlier in the season, last season we had a problem with not scoring too many goals.
So I think you mean conversion of chances.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Yeah. But then again, Saturday, I wouldn't have even said there was a clear-cut chance.
Right.
Ben might have turned once on the edge of the box and hit it over. But again, that's from 18 yards. It's not one-on-one. But yeah, it's a work in progress. We're 1 point better off than we were last season.
Is that something we need to develop, or is it because Albion Sports are a better team than the last time we met them?
Well,
obviously
was you at the game? Did you watch the game? The way they set up, they had 3 big centre backs, and they had 2 full backs. So they lined up with a back 5, and it was hard to break them down. We had pot shots, long range chips. We had a lot of balls into the box, but they had 3 6'3" centre backs clearing them away. So it happens, all over at football, in every league where teams will set up to try and nullify the opposition, and I think that's what happened. But yeah, I should have given us a little bit more praise because the way we passed it and some of our passages of play were good. It's just I was overall frustrated. That was my overriding feeling. Right. So, like I said, I'm still frustrated with it. But yeah, there were good aspects for sure. A clean sheet being one of them.
Yeah. And this season we can use 5 subs.
Yeah.
You used 2 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, does having 5 change the way in which you treat the game? I mean, are you more prone? Although we only use 2, are you more prone to think, well, I can make a substitute now? Yeah. Because I've got spares I can use.
So, substitutes can be used to change a game, but it can also be used if someone's tiring. Right. The way I saw the game was we weren't really tiring. If we had another 2 players that had gone down with maybe cramp or something, then yeah, you get people on. But the way we were playing, it wasn't backs to the wall where we're getting peppered here and we're thinking, oh, do you know what, we need to change it. It was we're all right. If we had I can't remember who we brought on. We brought Kingy on, and we brought Spinksy on. Yep. But other than that, yeah, I just thought, I'm not going to change it just for changing its sake.
Okay. Saturday, Botisford FA Cup, extra preliminary round.
Yeah.
How do you think that one's going to go? Or
How do I think it'll go, or what do I want to happen?
I know what you want to happen.
Yeah.
And what we don't want is a draw.
Yeah.
Because that will load us with games. Perhaps later in the season we'll end up by playing twice a week.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But if we're losing and we get a last-minute goal to get to a draw, brilliant. Then I'll take it all day. Right. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But it's happened. I remember being at Ferriby and Rye Kendall scored a a last-minute equaliser against Boston in the FA Trophy first round or second round or something, and we was all saying, "What have you done that for, you idiot? Now we've got to replay, we've got to go back there or whatever," and we ended up winning it. So it works both ways. You can have a replay and go on to win. But yeah, I'm hopeful. We know what they're about. We know what they're like. We know that they work hard. The grafters. We know we know the pitch is going to be a leveller. It's not great, but not great for both. So we know what to expect this time around, and we'll be going there obviously to win.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers, Trev.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
For the latest Barton Town news and information, visit the club's website at www.bartontownfc.co.uk.
I'm joined by Aaron Walton, and last Saturday's season got underway and 0-0 draw against Albion. I think it's fair to say it was a far better Albion side than possibly we expected.
Yes, I think a lot of fans and people associated with the club thought we were going to roll Albion over, and get an easy win. Anyone who studies the league can clearly see that Albion recruited wisely.
Yeah.
And they seem to have a better squad than last season. Definitely bolstered it. Tactically, a lot better, weren't they? They were tactically sound.
Yeah.
And we seem to try and compensate that with a long ball game, which is not really a natural game. And I think when you listen to Nathan Jarman's, when Aaron interviews him after the game, you feel yourself nodding with Nathan that we're absolutely agreeing with everything he says. And I think that's what he said, didn't he? Their tactics were they sort of made them sort of play the long ball game, which is not Barton's natural game, and it left Ben Hinchcliffe quite frustrated, didn't it?
Yes, yeah, he hardly got a sniff, did he? Just one shot in the first half, and he hardly got a look in after that. I mean, they put 5 across the back, didn't they? And they did it really well. And they had a good goalkeeper, and I thought their back 5 were excellent.
They were the Irish under-19 keeper. We found out. Yeah, I think Aaron Bassey, who's the assistant manager, he's been around the game a long time, so he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But the positives, I thought, for Barton, you've always got to look for the positives. It's since I've been working with Barton, I think that's the first game we've actually got a point. Right. So it's very frustrating. The first game we either get played off the park or we play a team off the park and still lose. So that was a solid performance. I know the manager wasn't happy because he sets his standards very high. However, I think in retrospect, a point we've got a point on the board, so we're up and running. But we looked solid all over the park, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought Scott Matthews was very good. I thought Josh Lacey as good as ever, wasn't he?
Oh, it's like a Trojan. Yeah, like a Trojan. And the new additions fitted in well. I mean, again, really up front. It wasn't the sort of. I don't think Danny Trott's one of them that wins a lot of headers, but if you're playing the ball into his feet, he'll hold it up for half an hour for you, won't he?
Yeah, he certainly will. He nearly scored a great goal as well. That one he took early, it didn't miss by much, did it? That far post.
It didn't. It fizzed past, didn't it? And I thought, obviously, Nathan Hottie played his usual self. And I think sometimes when players are that good and they fit in, we tend to forget how well they play, don't they? Because they make it look so easy.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't they? So I think I think we did all right. You can't ask for much more. I mean, if we'd have won 3 or 4-0, we'd have all been singing from the rooftops, wouldn't we? But I think 0-0. It's a good eye opener, and there's lots to work on. But to be fair, I thought Barton played very well. Well. They just couldn't quite break them down. But you're going to get teams coming and playing as that. I mean, I was chatting to some of the players and they couldn't believe how good the pitch was. Right. I think one comment was, "Who's the groundsman? Give him a pay rise."
Yeah.
So Mr. Sanderson, or our Alan, it is better known as. Well done, sir. I know I don't want your head getting any bigger, but you've done a fantastic job with the ground. but it always looks so. It looks so plush, but everywhere around with all the advertisement, and the stands looking good, and that every season we have a little bit of new. So we've got the new old boy suite. Have you been in there yet, Richard?
Don't think I have yet. No.
Right, guided tour coming up then next time we're at home.
Right.
But and I think some clubs, when I get onto Bottisford, I think some clubs are a little bit envious of that, and then some clubs come and they really will try that little bit harder because it enthuses them, doesn't it, to try that bit harder because they're playing on a good pitch. So, but hey ho.
Yeah, I think when you look at grounds that's sort of at that level, if you discard the ones like Farsley Celtic where Albion play, and obviously Ferriby playing at a higher level, so that's a good one. But ones at this level, there aren't many better than the
No, not really. No, not really. I don't think so. You're proud. You're proud to be associated with a club with facilities like that. I think, every season there's something added to it. And Mark Gregory, the chairman, I was thinking today he's more like an impresario than a chairman, isn't he? Dear. But he did a fantastic job. And I said today, we go on about the players, but you've got to look at the volunteers as well. It's so slick and well run, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we're looking at next then, Richard?
So we go to Bottisford in the FA Cup on Saturday, don't we? It's not going to be an easy task, as we know.
We certainly do with Bottisford. I mean, what you'll get with Bottisford is graft, steel, a knack of keeping in the game, well schooled in not letting you play, and a tenacity to fight for every loose ball, every 50-50, shout for everything, get in the ref's head. And I think the word you're looking for with Bottisford is relentless.
Yeah.
They do usually raise the game against Barton. And I get that feeling. I don't know about you, Richard. I get the feeling that Bottisford think Barton are a little bit like a spoilt child. That they get everything they want. They have nice surroundings. And they just want to spank that little child, don't they?
It's a strange one, isn't it? But yeah, you do get that impression. It's a strange one.
Yeah. I don't think they like us.
No.
They certainly don't like Bart their Feb, do they?
No, they don't. No.
So, but as I say, I think looking from, I mean, you can't get a great deal of information about the team. But it looks like they've kept quite a few from last season. I mean, you've got Jordan Quibel, the keeper. He's always pretty good, he always has a good game against Barton. Ash Cranage, again, ex-pro Colts, very solid, can tackle well. You've got Ryan Farnham. He seems to raise his game when he plays Barton. He loves beating us. And of course, you've got Clay Bryant, haven't you?
I thought he had a good game at their place last season.
Exactly. Well, Clay was in, if people don't know, Clay was in the Barton Town reserves a couple of seasons ago under Liam Graham. Very combative defender. And then he went up, so he's gone up 2 leagues to play for Bottisford. And I'll hold my hand up, and I thought he would struggle. But I've seen him as you well know, I go around and watch a lot of games, and I saw him in a couple of games. I saw him against Garforth for Bottisford, and I thought it was fantastic. I thought, did not look out of place, really good. But you've got to get in Clay's head, because he can lose it. If you don't get in his head, good defender. So who else have we got? We've got Luke Harris. Did he score against us? I'm sure he scored against us.
I think so.
Come on.
Yeah,
really good shot. Yeah, he was an ex-Messingham. Mason Ellinder, of course, ex-Scunthorpe United scholar. He's always neat and tidy on the ball, nice player. And Deck Bacon. The enigma, that's Deck Bacon. Well, I've heard a little whisper, but whispers and rumours are generally untrue at this level. I've heard that he might not be playing on Saturday. He's injured.
Right.
But Richard, you raise an eyebrow. But what do you think? He'll probably play won't he? When we get our team list for Saturday, we'll see his name.
He'll be there. Yeah,
he'll be there.
He'll be there. Yeah.
And then the rest. I mean, the rest of the team, they're made up. But they do have a really good system where they bring the youth through. So I think that's a good one for Bottisford. Playing on that very tight pitch, It's fairly open as well, isn't it? With just that one stand. But they make little additions to it each season. They've got the new snack bar up and running. That's quite nice. But it's not a hospitable place to go on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, is it?
No.
There's not much shelter. But they'll always, Mottersfield will always raise the game against Barton. Always will, always have. I mean, I've seen them beat us a few times. I've seen them. It's always nip and tuck. They beat us, we beat them, that type of thing. So it should be a good game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he lines up replacing Josh Baker.
Yeah, I know we've got Minnie Baker, haven't we? We've got Harry Baker signed up, Josh's brother, who looks like him and does play like him. We've seen him in the in pre-season. He's come on and done some cameo appearances. Big shoes to fill. I hope he does. But I don't know who else would you say?
Well, you could maybe put Nathan Hottie in there, move Taron Hare to centre back, and bring Mitchell Levi Lewis in at right back, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you could fit Craig King in somewhere.
Yeah, I think Craig needs a few games, doesn't he? I think he's not played for a while. Maybe a bit ring
addition, won't he?
Oh, excellent, big ring rusty. But I think once he gets going, he'll be top class. So I think Nathan's brought some quality in, hasn't he, to add to the team. And if they can buy into that team ethos that he's got going, I think that'd be really good. Yeah. So,
do we know if Tom Davies close to fitness?
I think only Tom does. He was doing a little bit of a warm up on Saturday, and I think he looked very fit. He's lost some more timber, so he's looking really. I think he's looking really good. He's nearly getting back to his Gainsborough Trinity days and his Ferriby days. You'll remember him at Ferriby, won't you, Richard?
Yeah, left back in Billy's days. Yeah.
So
well, he did well, but Billy brought Josh Wilde in, and that was the Tom Davey getting in.
Yeah, it's I think a lot of face fitting sometimes, isn't it? And I do like Tom. He's a good player.
He's a far better player than people think, I think.
Absolutely. Definitely agree with you there. Really good player. And as I say, it looks like he's got himself really fit. And I think if he is fit, that'll help with not getting so many injuries, I think, when you're finally tuned. Who else? Who else have we? Is Mr. Dixon back? The keeper is back from his holidays. I don't know. And congratulations goes to him, doesn't it, Richard? He's asked his girlfriend to marry him. I saw a picture of him on one knee on a yacht. So I'm hoping, and I'm sure she said yes. It looks like wedding bells for Mr. Dixon. So congratulations from myself, Richard, and the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a wedding. I don't think we'll get an invite, but never mind. just remember, Charlie, we always big you up.
So good weekend ahead, and then we've got on to Hallam midweek.
Hallam midweek, yeah. Again, it'll be a very tough game. I see Danny Patterson's left the club though. I think he's left Hallam. I don't know where he's going, but he's gone. I think Danny was captain last season. If I remember right.
I think I saw that he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so he's gone. Well, they've got a good squad. But I saw Hallam last season against Brigg and Hall Road, and I didn't think they didn't really impress me, but they won, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But any team with Craig Denton in charge are a good team. It's as simple as that.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
You know, he's a good man manager. He gets players motivated, and he gets players playing for him. So that'll be a very interesting game. And of course, the ground with their it's quite a steep ground, isn't it, from one end to the other. So the oldest ground. You've never been?
Never been. No.
Never been. Oh well, that'll be a delight for us on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And then looking forward to the following weekend. I know we don't want to get too far in front of us. Like Nathan Jarman said, it's a tough start.
Yeah,
we've got Eccles Hill.
Yeah.
And they beat Winterton, didn't they? Is it 5-3?
They did. I noticed they've got that Fernando Moke, who's a pretty decent player at this level.
Yeah, he was. Was he at Yorkshire Amateurs?
He was. He was at York City at one time as well.
He was. Yeah, he's a very good player.
Possibly Bradford Park Avenue as well, and maybe.
Yeah. So again, they've recruited well. I think all the Bradford Leeds clubs have sort of recruited well, and also probably a plus with Yorkshire Amateurs exploding. They've got quite a few have mopped up their players.
Yeah.
So because I know Silsden and Thackley have got some good signings, and obviously Eccles Hill as well. So
yeah.
I think it's going to be an incredibly tough league because there doesn't seem to be a weak team in it, do there?
No, it doesn't. No.
I mean, I know it's just on paper at the moment, and we don't play football on paper, but looking into it, it does look a very tough league.
It does.
Probably the best league we've had for a long while. There's no sort of, I don't think there's anyone sort of head and shoulders above anybody else, and I don't think there's anybody really weak in it either.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, there's nobody going to sort of like Grimsby, where it did run away with it a bit, didn't there? There's not going to be anybody who's going to do that, I don't think, is there? This season?
No, I think Grimsby were like, I like my rugby league. Grimsby were like St Helens, that type of team. They don't want to beat you 1-0, they want to beat you 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the word we're looking for there again is that favourite word of mine, relentless.
Yeah.
And like we say, I don't think there's anybody head and shoulders above anybody else. It's going to be a really tough one. If you go up this season, you deserve to go up.
Yeah, certainly do.
I mean, obviously, Barton will be looking for promotion, but I think they'll be just looking for a better finish than 7th.
Yeah.
I mean, the slightly stuttery start and then that long unbeaten run where they drew, I don't know how many games they drew, probably 9 or 10 games they drew.
Yeah.
So, unlucky sometimes with decisions.
There was a lot of late goals, wasn't there, as well?
Absolutely, a lot of late goals, and then it all come crashing down when we played Mansfield in that horrendous weather.
Oh, yeah.
And with the shocking referee as well.
Yeah, so, that's right. Yeah,
he wasn't the best, but I think it was a good season overall.
It was.
I think that Barton will be looking to just push on a little bit more. Got to be careful what you wish for, but I think definitely they've got the players, they've got the manager to push on.
Yeah, be nice to start on Saturday and have a bit of a cup run.
Oh, wouldn't it be good? And wouldn't it be good to beat Bottisford?
It would, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to rub salt into an open wound, but it'd be lovely to beat Bottisford at their gaff. Because I think I saw, I don't know if you were there, Rich, a few seasons ago when Craig Denton was in charge, and I think we beat them 4-3. 2 late goals. I can't remember who scored them. 2 late goals it was, and we won them 4-3.
For the latest Barton Town news and information, visit the club's website at www.bartontownfc.co.uk.
Now back down to Baysgarth School, where Trevor Richins is talking to a couple of managers from the youth and development section.
Right, also down at the Baysgarth School, we've got the under-16s, manager by Sean Money and Darren Mason. Let's see if we can get a word with them about the upcoming season.
Away it goes. Trevor.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, you alright?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, God.
I just thought I'd ask you about the upcoming season. You've got the fixtures out now.
We have. You want that? Yes, we have. Yeah, we got it last night.
Okay.
Yes.
And is it the same teams you were playing last season?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, yeah. I think
there are 2 or 3 new teams,
2 or 3
new
there? Ones. Yeah, there is. Kroll and Bottisford Colts, and yeah, there is 2 or 3 new ones. Yeah.
Okay. So
a little bit unknown.
Will these be the same teams that you played last year in the under-15s?
Some,
or is it could be
some
will be.
Yeah.
So you'll be playing a lot of them. You'll be playing the same players, and you'll know about the teams.
Yes, some of them. Yeah.
Right.
Like I say, there is a couple of new ones that we've no idea who they are at all.
We do take that with a pinch of salt because we don't know what signings they've had over the summer, and people come and go all the time in youth football. So we take every game as if it's a new game, and that's how we have to be.
And when's your first game?
September the 4th.
So it's still a few weeks away.
4 weeks Sunday. I can't think
home
who it is.
to
It's home.
Aprod Crusaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we know them. We
Okay.
know.
Right.
We should know them.
And you playing your home games up here at the school?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So this will be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock kick-off?
Half 10, I think.
Right.
Still to be confirmed, but
Okay.
the bulk of them we hope half 10 is what I've asked for anyway.
Right. Okay. So September the 3rd. 4th. Sorry.
Sunday the 4th.
Sunday the 4th. Getting confused over Saturdays and Sundays.
Hey?
It's an age-based thing. I'm getting old now.
Yeah, there's 8 in our league, 7 in the other league,
Right.
and then we've got cup matches, of course.
Yeah.
On top of that, I hope Divisional Cup, McDonald's Cup, and I think the County Cup as well.
the
isn't it? I
county
think there's
this
3
year, yeah.
cups this year. Yeah.
Okay.
Which we've not done before.
No.
The
And
So
we're not very good in the cups.
So there's a few games for you to play.
I hope so. Yeah. Well, yeah, there will be. Yeah. Certainly, there'll be 15. What?
The league, if we get them all in and no cancellations, the League One finishes end of January.
Yeah.
But if we can get some good cup runs going, then hopefully we can extend that.
And how's the training going with the guys? Have you got
Sharp. I have to say. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 that have been out. Harvey, for instance, has been out for most of the second half of last season.
Yeah.
Only started training back this summer. Looks very fast, fit and sharp. Yeah.
Good.
Well happy.
So you're optimistic for the year ahead?
Do you know? I think we are.
Game by game. If we look after the games, the league looks after itself.
Got a new lad from Case to join us. So got a couple in, chipped a couple out. And I think so.
Good. Well, thank you for your time, gentlemen.
That's all right, Trevor.
And hope you're going okay with the training.
Thank you.
So also down at Baysgarth today we have the development squad, and we've got the manager, assistant manager.
Yeah, assistant manager. Simon Burnett.
Okay, with Stephen James.
Yeah.
So these are the under 18s and the 19s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 17s and 18s. Me and Simon took them last year with the under 16s. We're trying to bring them through now for the development for the saves and first team.
And they're playing league matches at some point during the season.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're in the league now. I'm not sure what league it's been put into yet, but our league does start on the 11th of September.
Okay.
But our friendlies are obviously we're pre-season at the moment, and our first pre-season we had a friendly a couple of weeks ago against Gainsborough. Went well, but they turned up. It was a man's team.
Right.
So it was a bit of we held our own for 16 minutes,
right.
And they just got.
This is Gainsborough Town.
No, was
or
it
Gainsborough Trinity.
Might not have been Gainsborough. I can't remember what they're called now. They turned up. There was meant to be a development squad. They turned up and they were a man's team anyway.
Okay.
But boys held their own, and I'm very, very excited of what we've got.
Right.
We've got youth. We've got some older boys who've only got a season with us, and then they go up.
Right.
Just very excited.
Okay.
Very good.
So you say your first game is on the 11th.
Yeah.
Which is Sunday, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, league's on Sunday.
Is that down here or is it down at the?
Actually, you're talking to the wrong person now. Because what it is, because we're sharing the pitch with the Hull ladies.
Okay.
We're sort of in between fixtures at the minute.
Right. Okay.
But our first pre-season friendly is on the 14th.
Yeah.
And we're playing against Clee Town. But the pitch is being used at the time, so we're using New Holland Villa have let us use their pitch.
Okay.
So we got there. Then we're playing every week for August then.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how's the team coming together? You say you
excited
last year as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. Very excited. We've got some under 16s come through.
Yep.
Who was with me and Simon last year at Barton Juniors. So they've come through, and then we've got some other boys who were at, obviously a couple of teams. Some was at the other Barton team, some was at Immingham. So, but there's a few older heads in there, like Max, and there's a few boys who were in and out of the reserve team at the minute.
Okay.
And it's just a great balance, and I'm very, very excited for the season.
Okay, terrific. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you
That's it for this edition of Swans Talk. Thanks for listening.
very much.